CBS News has reviewed and confirmed documents showing Michael Cohen received millions of dollars from companies seeking access to President Trump after the 2016 election. One of the payments, totaling $500,000, came from a company linked to a Russian oligarch. Paula Reid has more.
The money was paid to Essential Consultants LLC, the same company Michael Cohen used to pay adult film star Stormy Daniels not to speak about her alleged affair with President Trump. The transactions were first revealed in a document posted by Daniels' attorney, Michael Avenatti. They show payments of approximately $500,000 from Columbus Nova, the American investment firm tied to Russian billionaire Viktor Vekselberg, who has close ties to Vladimir Putin. In a statement, a lawyer for Columbus Nova described the money as a consulting fee and said that Vekselberg was not involved in the decision to hire Cohen.
I think that the receipt of the payments by the personal attorney to the president, Michael Cohen, is highly suspicious, may in fact show criminal conduct.
Avenatti says those crimes could include bank and wire fraud or money laundering. Cohen is under federal investigation, and last month, FBI agents raided his home and offices in New York. AT&T, Novartis, and Korea Aerospace have all confirmed they, too, paid Cohen for consulting services. A source at Novartis tells CBS News Cohen approached the company 18 months ago, promising that he could advise how to get access to the new administration.
Thus far, our investigation shows that there's substantial evidence that Michael Cohen was engaged in soliciting clients and selling access to the highest office in the land.
Paula Reid joins me now from Washington. Paula, can you explain more of what these companies paid Michael Cohen for? And could his actions create legal problems?
It's possible. I mean, what they allege in these documents is that he may have committed bank fraud, wire fraud, or even money laundering. Now, based on what we have seen, what Mr. Avenatti has reported, it's clear that hundreds of thousands, even millions of dollars went into Mr. Cohen's consulting firm in an effort to buy access to the president.
Well, the special counsel questioned the Russian oligarch Viktor Vekselberg earlier this year. How does his connection to this payment by Columbus Nova affect the Russia investigation?
Well, it's an interesting question because we know that special counsel investigators have spoken to that Russian oligarch. They've also talked to one of the companies that made payments to Cohen, and they were asking about these payments to Cohen. What happened? What did you get in return? But Elaine, we're, of course, about 1 to 6 months behind the 8 ball here. Mueller has moved on. In fact, he has passed along the Cohen investigation to his attorney in Manhattan. And the president's attorney, Rudy Giuliani, he points out the fact that if Mueller believed that Cohen was a target or should be a target of the investigation into possible Russian collusion in the 2016 election, he wouldn't have passed along that case.
Well, Rudy Giuliani, President Trump's lawyer, also says this new information includes, quote, no allegations against the president. Is he right?
Yeah, if you look at what Mr. Avenatti posted yesterday from what CBS News has reviewed, there's absolutely no evidence that any of this money flowed to the president. But sources have told CBS News that Novartis and other companies that Mr. Cohen approached them promising access. So we asked Mr. Giuliani, was the president aware that his personal attorney was doing this? Mr. Giuliani said that it is his impression that the president was not aware. So at this point, there's absolutely no evidence of any crime by anyone, but there is a suggestion that Mr. Cohen may not have properly disclosed or used these funds.
Well, Paula, do we know where Michael Avenatti got this information?
CBS News has reviewed some documents that support the report that he put up. He is not disclosing his source, and neither will we.
All right. Well, finally, Paula, Michael Cohen has responded to this. What is he saying?
That's right, Elaine. Tonight, Mr. Cohen is finally punching back. So far, over the past 24 hours, Mr. Cohen has said nothing about these allegations. But just hours ago, he asked a federal judge not to allow Mr. Avenatti to have anything to do with the ongoing investigation into Mr. Cohen. Mr. Cohen told the judge that Mr. Avenatti has illegally published Mr. Cohen's bank records, and he alleges that Mr. Avenatti has made several inaccurate statements about him. Mr. Cohen says this is all part of an effort by Mr. Avenatti to prejudice his case, and he's asking the federal judge not to allow Mr. Avenatti to intervene. Now, Mr. Avenatti has asked the court to allow him to participate and intervene in the ongoing criminal investigation into Mr. Cohen as it sort of intersects with Mr. Avenatti's client, Stormy Daniels, her case. But here, Mr. Cohen is saying, nope, please don't let him.
Right, the latest chapter in this continuing saga. Paula Reid in Washington. Paula, thank you.